Hi, welcome back to another vlog with SNA, and today I'm going to be making Bhindi Gosht. So my ingredients are 3 onions, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, a half a cup of vegetable oil, 2 tomatoes, a whole garlic bulb and 4 pieces of ginger, 1 teaspoon salt to taste, a half a teaspoon of haldi, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds jeera and 1 teaspoon extra hot chili powder. I have used 1 kg of sheep and also 1 kg of bhindi, also known as ladyfingers. So let's begin. So first things first is I've washed my bhindi. I've You can see they're still in the bowl of water, so just lay a towel down and then place them all on there so they can dry. So I do this step before I start cutting any of my ingredients, just so it gives time for them to dry out. Then what I'll do, I'll get some tissue and just dab them dry, so it gives you enough time for them to dry out so they don't release a lot of water when you are going to fry them. So just grab a thick piece of tissue, place it on top of the bhindi and then dab them dry and just leave them there for when you go and cut the rest of the ingredients, and we will come back to them and then cut them into pieces. Okay, so the next step is to wash your meat. I've just washed it with tap water, placed it in a colander and just going to let all the blood drain out. I'm going to now cut my 3 onions, just cut them large pieces, you don't need to cut them finely, and then you can then cut the rest of your ingredients as well. So in my mini chopper I have placed the 2 tomatoes chopped, the whole garlic bulb, 4 pieces of ginger and 1 tablespoon of tomato puree. So now I'm just going to blend that all together into a pulp so it's all finely blended, and then it's all ready to go into the handi. Okay, so ready to start it. So just add in all your onions, and then once you've placed your onions in, then add in the sheep meat. If you're using lamb, that's fine. You can use lamb as well. I'm using sheep. And then once you've done that, then add in the paste, the tomato pulp that we've just made. Add that all in as well. And then we can then add in the spices after that. Now let's add in the spices. So I've put in 1 teaspoon of salt to taste. Now if it's not salty enough for you, then you can add in extra. I've also put 1 teaspoon of extra hot chili powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of haldi and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds jeera. So that's all the spices added in. Now using the same mini chopper jug, I've put in I filled it halfway with water, and I'm just going to take out all the tomato paste out of it and then place the lid on top and then put it on high heat. Do not mix it yet, let it just break down itself, and then just leave it on heat for about 30 minutes and then we will come back to it. Okay, so after half an hour, just check on it and it should look like this. So just give it a good mix now. You can see that everything is starting to go soft and starting to break down. And then put it back on low heat for 30 to 45 minutes. And then it should look like this. So you can see that the water has all dried up and the oils have and the masalas have all been now cooked properly. And then from here, now we're going to add in the half a cup of vegetable oil, and then we're just going to give it on a high heat a good stir, and we're just going to cook it all together now. So we just want any of the raw taste of the sheep and the masala taste to all go now, and give it a good tadka. So at this point, your meat is cooked to 70%. You don't want it fully cooked because we are going to now put it on the high heat, like I said, and we're going to give it a good stir with the oil in now. So just bear that in mind when you are cooking the sheep. But if you are doing lamb, that will get done quicker, so you will need to do this step a lot more quicker. Okay, so after that, we're just going to put the oil on to get warmed up and to make it nice and hot, and just leave the handi on the side. As you can see that the oil is now separating. Just obviously just check one of the pieces that they are nicely cooked inside, so you can just lower the heat a little bit. But yeah, just you can see it's nicely cooked inside. You might need a little bit more with that, so we'll just leave that on the side and we'll come back to it. So once the oil is ready, and you've cut your lady fingers, then get them in and get them frying. They do take a couple of minutes. Do keep an eye on them. We don't want them to go too dark as well, because they will look too dark in the handi as well. So just keep an eye on that as well, and just give them a good stir. Now just give them a stir occasionally, and as you can see that the lace is still a continuous line, and that just shows that they're still not cooked yet. So you want the lace to be droplets. So when they are now forming droplets, as you can see as I lift it up now, you know that they are now cooked. So once you see that, you can start taking them out, because you don't want to dry them out and get them too dark in colour as well. So once you've done all the lady fingers, do the full batch together. I did them in 2 halves. You then can now put them into the handi. Now, when you are putting them in, just be careful how you stir them, because you don't want to start breaking them, because they are already soft. Once you've mixed it all in, just put it on low heat so that they can all come together nicely. And here I've used 2 chillies and a handful of coriander. Now it's entirely your choice if you do want to add in the 2 chillies. I just think it gives it a really nice taste. And I will just mix it all up again, and then I will put on the garnish at the end, and then I'll mix the garnish in. So once you've added in the 2 green chillies and your coriander, give it a good stir. You can now turn the heat off, and your Bhindi Gosht is now ready to serve. And I hope you like this vlog. It's the first time I've actually done a full cooking vlog. If you want to comment below, and if you've got any ideas you want to send me, please do. I will try my very best to make those dishes as well. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.